ho, ho. There it is.
Here it is.
Welcome once again to another episode of the Fandom Initiative. Dun dun dun. I don't know why that came out. I don't know. It was weird. Thank you so very much for joining us. We appreciate it as always. So this week has been really big. We got a lot of announcements going on from a particular company. But as always, thank you first off for being there on this amazing Saturday. The weather is really just something. I got you. Pre-recorded. It's not live. You fall for it every time. Love
Exactly.
Jokes getting old. So schedules, unfortunately, rigmarole, hot pocket tree and such like that, treachery, debauchery. So this episode is pre-recorded, but we still got a lot to talk about because there was a huge announcement. What was it, Monday?
Yeah.
So it was Marvel Monday where there was a huge announcement. But before we get to those announcements, let's get these introductions out of the way. You can't see me bang the table, so it looks weird me doing this. So I'm gonna stop.
But we got the audio.
Yes,
that we got. Exactly.
I'll be DJing on Thursday nights. So make sure that you get a babysitter because it's going to be on fleek. The man across from me, this gentleman, he is the cinema CEO. He is the cinema god. He is also one half of the tag team champions of the world, along with Lady Mina, Cinema Empreso, who also has a podcast called Mina and Mao, Politicking for the Culture. They also have a podcast that they co-host, which is called the AMC A-Listers. Y'all, this is Michael Williams.
What's up, y'all? Good to be back.
Yes, we're back. And in fact, he even got the blinds behind him, the magical blinds. Y'all worried about the lion, the witch in the wardrobe? I'm talking about these blinds, right? These blinds can get you another place too. Exactly. Get that wardrobe. He's showing you the world outside your window.
Yeah, exactly.
Always put it in. Myself, I am the hungriest man in the room. Take that however you want it. I am the Hungry Bleak. I am the host of the Hungry Bleak podcast. I also have a segment on the Zion Network on Saturdays about 6:30 on Instagram where I do the Lit Pick, where I give recommendations on comic books for the week. I am the Hungry Bleak. I am Antonio Pomares, and this is Darkstar. Hashtag Darkstar. Hashtag Nevermore. Y'all already know. I'm about to get these tattoos on the back of my neck and look like a pack of hot dogs back there. I'm gonna have one, and then I'm gonna have the other one right underneath it. It'll be fun. That's gonna hurt. I can't imagine getting a tattoo on the back of my neck. I can't. I don't know. I don't have to drink some mezcal before that happens.
Yeah.
And this is the Fandom Initiative. Welcome to the Fandom, and as always, you're welcome. So, wow, Marvel. Marvel really just went, like, they just pretty much just opened up a time machine and just said, hey, look what we've got, like 1,000 years down the line. These are the movies that we're going to be making.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
They announced, what was it, about trying to count
Release
the tabs.
The hounds.
Trying to count the tabs that I have going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 11 movies that they announced. I want to say maybe 11 or 12.
Yeah,
about that. In this, what was about a 3-minute reel where they celebrated movies that have been in the past. Then they started showing you movies that are going to be coming out soon, which is Black Widow, Shang-Chi. Then they gave you, and after that's going to be the Eternals, I believe. Then they gave you movies that are a couple years ahead. Up to 2023, I want to say.
Yes.
Which is going to be, this is the phase 4 of the Marvel phases. There are also going to be a couple movies that are going to be coming out that we don't have a date yet, but they actually showed the graphic for it. And the graphics were actually pretty cool. I actually enjoyed seeing that. So let's start with the first one that we're going to be going out with like it's high school and I'm like asking somebody to go step.
Yes.
Can't make
recording these things.
Yes.
Much like Thanos Sports Death.
So that dude just be doing it. Oh my God. So the first one that we have coming up is going to be excuse me, I don't know what the hell that was. Is going to be Black Widow. Um, this has a notice the production value went up, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stemmy. This is this is going to be coming out on July 9th, 2021. This is going to be the first one. This was announced a ways ago. This is what we've been waiting for. But this is going to be the first one, and I believe this is going to be in theaters, but also on the Disney Plus premium service.
Premiere access, yes.
Yeah, premiere access, right. Yeah, I still wish I had seen this years ago, but
yeah,
but again, we don't know the time frame. We don't know how it's going to fit into the timeline now, because the timeline is all like a knot, pretty much, because of Steve.
Yeah,
and actually because of the Avengers in general and all the stuff that they wanted to try and do. Well, Steve in particular, but I'm gonna talk about Steve on another time. What are your thoughts on this one?
I'm still excited to see it. After seeing all the many trailers that have come out for it. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to your favorite actress, your favorite all-time actress, Scarlett. Scarlett Johansson.
This role fits her, though. This role does fit her. I will say this. This role fits her.
Yeah.
She does have range.
Yes, I'm excited for her to get her. What an effect is her solo outing, or not really solo, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, like her like her movie.
Yeah, her movie. Yes.
I'm trying to think of. Yeah, because Iron Man has had his. Cap has obviously had his. Thor has had his. Hulk, in essence, has had his, but not in the MCU per se.
MCU proper, yes.
So yeah, and she's one of the bigger superhero characters, honestly. So for her to get this movie is really exciting, and we get to see her past. Red Room. We get to see her family as well. So this is one that I am excited. I am tempted to get the premium. I don't know why that hurt my I don't know why that hurt my liver. I don't know why. But I am kind of tempted to get that to watch this. I'm still not sure about movie theaters. Even though I am halfway vaccinated, I'm still kind of hinky. But again, this is in July. It's May now. So there is time. We'll see where we're going with everything. But yes, this is going to be an exciting one to watch. And I kind of want to see this other side of the espionage. Because Civil War, excuse me. Winter Soldier was a perfect MCU introduction to their espionage
angle. Yes.
Yeah, spy angle. And seeing the two. So we got the two sides with Cap and with Black Widow, and then we got one side of espionage and also a lot of heavy tones with now Captain America and the Winter Soldier. If you haven't watched it, I didn't get the title wrong. Go back and rewatch it.
Yes, exactly.
So we got that side of the espionage. Now to see this other side is interesting to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want to see what story that they're going to tell with this. Also, I really want to see Taskmaster. I think Taskmaster is kind of underrated, really cool character. And I want to see the mimicry. The fight scenes obviously are going to be ridiculous. And I'm there to see the fight scenes. I believe even from IG, Samurai Rider is going to be is one of the stunt people on it.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay.
I honestly think, and she's a phenomenal. Oh my god, her videos and fight scenes are just ridiculous. So yeah, I'm amped about it. Let's go. She's got range. Yeah, run it.
Yeah, I'm also excited to see how David Harbour from Stranger Things is going to play into this movie, as well as Florence Pugh, who is a really good actress. And exactly what they're doing with her character throughout this movie.
I have no fear of him because he even made like Hellboy, which is not a good movie. cool. He just has this way. Like whenever I see him in movies, like even when he was in Equalizer,
Mm-hmm.
seeing him in movies, he just has this vibe of, and his way of giving lines.
Yeah.
Like it's just really cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here for Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for the, and I know I joke about it, but I am here for the guy. I want to see what they do with storytelling, where they're going and delving into characters that we don't normally talk
Mm-hmm.
about in the, because we're going from cosmic event
Mm-hmm.
to Russia.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Basically.
It seems so weird to go from cosmic event to Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but this is what happens. You have these big events, and then you go back and you
Mm-hmm.
almost reset because then something else pops up. This is
Mm-hmm.
how the comics are, in essence. When you have these arcs and you go back, you start, you know, sometimes you do start from a really chaotic point because
Mm-hmm.
of whatever, but yeah, I'm excited for this.
And
Uh
I don't want to forget Rachel Weisz, who is also in this movie,
yeah,
who's been
the
a good actress for a very long time.
yeah, she, I mean, I'm trying to think of what the first movie I saw her in was. I don't think it was The Mummy. I'm trying to think of what the hell it was. I can't remember, but she's always delivered. She always brings it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she just, and she's another one who's underrated. This is something that I really did. Well, she's like an A-lister now. I want to
Yeah.
say, but still underrated A-lister.
Yeah.
I like how they have these underrated like A-listers or even B, C, D, unfortunately,
Mm.
listed actors and characters, and they propel them with these movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then because if you're in a Marvel movie, that's like a certification. That's like a stamp on you. Like it's
Yeah.
almost up there. And I don't say this in jest, even though how I feel about Oscars, but it's almost up there with saying Oscar nominated or Oscar winning. Like people go,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, you were in a Marvel movie. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's you know what I mean." It's almost this prestige kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's why you're seeing a lot more of people going in it and going for it. And when you get it, yeah, you're automatically like you're gold. Like you can't be touched.
Yeah. I think that A-list actors have finally kind of realized that the Marvel, for lack of a better term, the Marvel method, it appeals cross audience,
Mm,
which is very hard to do in Hollywood now. Like it's very hard to appeal to older folks, younger folks, women,
yeah, everybody at
men.
once.
Yeah, it's hard, you know, and the way that they do things and the way that they think things out and the way that they think about
Excuse me.
actors who can pull off these roles kind of helps them be attracted to getting into a project like this if they can figure out a way to get them into it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, this will be the first like first cinematic, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
venture back into the MCU for us.
Yes,
Um, it should be exciting, should be fun,
absolutely.
should be a gas. But this next one, I think, is one of the ones that I was like, wait, what? This is being
Mm-hmm.
made? Are you
Mm-hmm.
serious?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah. Um, and it's Shang-Chi. I
Yeah.
look, if you, I don't know what I got to tell you. I've already talked. The trailer is like platinum to me,
Yeah.
honestly. It just was. It's, yeah. This
Yeah.
is going to be a huge one. This is going to be a big one. Um, Again, a character that's, you know, not very known, underrated, has made appearances here and there in comics. You know that he can fight. You know that he is the son of, well, they've retconned his history, but in the MCU, he's going to be the son of the Mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for this entire cast,
Mm-hmm.
even Aquafina. But I'm just excited for this. I want to see this. This is huge representation. This is huge on so many levels, and the trailer was like bananas fire. Like honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost tempted. Like if when they make another trailer, because they'll make like another 10. When they make another trailer, I'm almost tempted to watch it. And y'all know my rule about only watching a trailer once. This
Mm-hmm.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole cast. Asian community, Asian fans, you know, Asian people who don't even know comics, who are just seeing this. They're like, "What's this?" And they want to check this out. I'm excited for the cast, for people who are going to be new to this, for everybody. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. They're going to get mobbed at cons when they start showing up. Honestly, if there's a panel for this, and everything's clear and safe, I would love to sit in on this panel and just be sitting there. Honestly, it's just cool.
Yeah.
Trailer was released 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Was ridiculous. Like I said, it gave me the same energy that the Black Panther trailer gave me.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm just as excited for this as I was for Black Panther, because Black Panther, I didn't believe it was going to happen. I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. Because I heard, because I heard the talk of a couple of comic book people. I use the term loosely, and I heard the talk of. I'm trying to think of what executive it was years ago. It was after they made Thor, and the guy said, "Well, I don't know how we would bring Wakanda to life," and everybody was like, "You just made Asgard with a rainbow bridge. You don't know how to get a bunch of Black people in a room to perform this really great." Whatever. I don't think he's a part of he's into anything now, so it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying. I think I know who it was, but I can't remember the name, and I don't want to say the name and be wrong, obviously. But yeah, this is just cool, man. Can't wait for the t-shirts.
Yes, of which you'll probably have 5.
Thank you, Stemmy.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Shang-Chi too. Completely agree with you, brother, that the trailer gives off that feeling that you got the first time you saw the Black Panther trailer. It's very reminiscent of that, as far as like the energy and just what we're in store for. You know what I mean? I'm not all that familiar with Shang-Chi. I think that's what makes me even more excited to just see the movie, and it will obviously feed my curiosity even more about the character after seeing the movie. I mean, not that I can't do that preparation beforehand, I can. But yeah, I mean, these guys are just, they're not afraid to take chances. When I say these guys, I mean Marvel, I mean Disney. They're not afraid to take chances. They're not afraid to kind of put something new on your plate and say, experience this for what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'm just curious to see where this all fits into this phase 4 and beyond. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we should have got this instead of Iron Fist. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be dead real. We should have got this.
Although I don't know if you saw someone broke down the trailer.
Nope, I don't watch that because those people, they got nothing else. They got nothing to do with it the whole day.
About a week ago, though, and they were saying that there's someone who's dressed in the trailer in Iron Fist colors.
With just green and yellow?
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been Earl from down the street who works at Popeyes. Like, that could have been. Like, some people did the theories. I'm just like, yeah, that's probably the same person who kept talking about Mephisto. So I don't, whatever, dude. I don't care. I don't stop trying to figure everything out and just enjoy what they're giving us, man. Like, this is true. Like, this is awesome. Like, Shang-Chi.
But I wouldn't put it past Marvel to put some low-key Easter eggs for.
I mean, well, yeah, they do that with every movie. They do that with every movie. That's just gonna be a given.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a given. But I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, that dude got on red sneakers. You know who that is, right? You know who that is, right? He has one red tennis shoe on. That's Tom Hanks. I bet you that's Tom Hanks. That's a nod to Tom Hanks, because Tom Hanks was on the island with Wilson. And who was Wilson? Wilson was the neighbor that didn't have a face. Who else doesn't have a face? Dr. Doom. I think I rest my case. Like, sit down, man. Like, sit down, Tyrone. And I know his name was Tyrone for some reason. I don't know why, but I know his
You
name was
funny,
Tyrone.
brother. You funny.
Sit your ass down, Tyrone. Always wilding. Shang-Chi comes out September 3rd, 2021. Again, that's not very far off. So again, hopefully things are great. I'm just this is one that the minute I heard about it, I was like, yeah. And then they have new series coming out for him, miniseries, and he has a new series that starts. I think I want to say next week. It starts up. Already pre-ordered it, so it'll download onto my tablet immediately. I'm good, straight, I'm set. I want this. Give me more. Now wilding. And next up, this one is just ridiculous. This is another one that's characters that aren't very well known, but that are really key and important to the MCU and the creation of a lot of the superheroes, including mutants. This is one of them. This is the Eternals. This drops on November 5th, 2021. I don't know why I had to make it exaggerated like that. There was no need for that at all. It was new. I'm a grown ass man, dog. There was no need for that at all. So we get the Eternals. This is like their cosmic gods entity thing.
Yeah. And then we got our first bit of footage from the Eternals in this sizzle trailer that dropped.
Yeah.
Man.
This is another. I'm trying to remember Cat's name. Kamal,
yes.
Brother. Brother. Man got me over here sweating. I was like, damn, brother. Man, shirt's tighter than mine. Damn. Ridiculous.
Exactly.
Looks, just seeing him bring it. I know he's going to bring it in some way, shape, or form, and I'm here for it. He never ceases to deliver. Cat's always on point. Always.
No. Yeah, he's really good. He's been good in everything that I've seen him in. Silicon Valley, he's good in.
Portlandia, he's hilarious, and he's so hilariously annoying in Portlandia.
Yeah,
he's great.
The Lovebirds with Issa Rae. Yes, that was good.
Homesick.
Is it Homesick or Lovesick?
Might be Lovesick. For some reason, I know the word "sick" is in there.
Yeah, Lovesick, I think, is the name. But on Amazon, he's good in that too.
One sex on Amazon.
Yes.
But I mean, yeah, the whole cast just looks. I mean,
yeah,
Angelina Jolie's popping up. I don't know how to feel about her, but I just don't know. Whatever. This cast is just man. This is an all-star, really beautiful cast. This is like Salma. You can't. I mean, you can't lose with Salma Hayek.
Yep.
The minute I saw her cause a car crash on screen in Desperado, I said, all right, bet. And she had 2 different shoes on, and she still had people in the streets. She had men in the streets wilding. She's a phenomenal. Check out a movie called Evelyn. Is it Evelyn? What's that? Where it's her like just fighting off wave after wave of assassins and gangsters who are trying to kill her in an apartment. It's wild as hell. It's like it almost could be like a play because it's in one room.
Yep.
But it's just
Gemma Chan is also in this movie.
Yes.
Gemma Chan, who was in Captain Marvel. It was also been in shows. What's that show that was on AMC that she was in?
Oh jeez.
I can't think of the name of it.
Was it about robots?
Yes.
Humans,
yes.
Yeah.
She's also in Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
She's really good in Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
And from what I understand, the movie she's the lead of the movie, supposedly.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe her character. Well, it's funny to think of who is the lead as far in the Eternals, because there's Cersei, Like I'm not. There's Icarus. Like I'm not really familiar with the Eternals. But they're like gods. They're like immortal gods, and they are the cause of like Inhumans, the X gene for mutants. I want to say like pretty much a lot of the superpower, them and the Celestials. So I think we're going to be getting some Celestials in here as well. I mean, we've already had Celestials in a way from Guardians of the Galaxy because of Nowhere. That giant head, which is the head of a dead Celestial, which are like these gods as well, these giant gods. No, wait. I think no, it's the Celestial's blood that causes all the others. I think because they bled and it bled into Earth, and that's where the Eternals also partly. It's a lot. I got to reread some shit. There's a lot of history going on with Marvel. It's way too much, and I'm an indie cat, so you know. But yeah, this is going to be. This makes me sad because we're not going to be getting the new gods, and I would love to see these two movies.
Yeah.
Like that, but this is still exciting because of the cast and it looks beautiful just from the couple of snippets that we saw.
I'm glad you brought that up, brother, because when I saw that those little bit of scenes that they gave us, it really made me think about what a good choice Chloe Zhao, who won the Academy Award for Best Picture for Nomadland this past year. What a good choice that was, because when I look at some of those shots from Eternals, they almost kind of match up in some ways to some of the shots that you did in Nomadland. Like Nomadland is a completely different movie, completely different topic, but it's almost how she kind of went at the topic in Nomadland to kind of counterpoint what was going on in the story. It's almost like she's doing the exact same thing in Eternals. It's crazy to me. It's insane. Like some of those shots that we've seen for Eternals so far are they're just beautifully shot. Like beautifully shot, beautifully set up. Man, I'm excited. I was excited to see the movie. I'm even more excited now based on just those few shots that we saw. Like this is going to be like a grand scope kind of movie, you know. And I don't
this
know.
has to be their big epic because of how large and how epic, and it's an ensemble cast in essence. It's not just one person. It's like, and it starts out as an ensemble cast, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be. Yeah, this is going to be. I feel like this is going to be one of those movies that's really up there as far as when it's all said and done that Marvel has made. It's either going to be that or it's going to be very underrated. You know what I mean? After we see it.
Well, we'll see how, because it's, I want to say, the only really quote unquote group movie.
Yes.
That they have. Everything else is kind of a solo, or there's maybe like it's like 3 characters together, you know, like more than one, but nothing like an actual group movie like this. So Eternals, like I said, November 5th, 2021. I don't know what story they're going to use for them. I'm hoping, because they kind of have to retcon a little bit in essence, I guess. So I'm hoping this is after, I want to say, Neil Gaiman, who his story, if I remember correctly, because I've read like only 2 issues of it, they forget who they are. And they end up remembering that there are these like immortal, like godlike figures. And then they start coming together. From the look of it, hopefully that's what they're going to do, because the story was really great. Again, from what I read from the 2 issues, I should actually go back and finish it. So, or they could be blending in some stuff. There's actually a new series out right now. They could be using that. Don't know. But we will find out on November 5th, 2021. We will be seeing that. We will be living this life. We will be knowing this world.
Yes.
Oh, no, whatever. The next one after that, excuse me, I don't know what is going on today. The next one after that we're going to be getting is Spider-Man No Way Home. Notice the home is that, yes, because there's no way back to the MCU apparently.
Yes.
Which I've always loved, that the Homecoming Far From Home, because of that whole debacle with the, hey, we can't. And then No Way Home. Well, you ain't going home because we making money too. So we going to keep this partnership going, baby. With this. Yeah, it's another one. Tom Holland has done a great job with Spider-Man. So we'll see how this one goes as well. Don't know the story. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sure there'll be web slinging. This is gonna be, and also we don't know about after movie end scenes, so we don't know what little teasers, because those don't always go in order as well, and it could be something random as hell out of nowhere. And we also get multiple, so we'll see if that kind of staple of the MCU continues. Last time we saw Peter, he was being outed as Spider-Man by Quentin Beck before he died. Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio. Jake Gyllenhaal did a really damn good job with that one. I was surprised to see Mysterio as such a great, again, another kind of character that's been around, beat up a lot, but to bring him to that forefront was really great. So we don't really know where we're going to be headed with this. What happens with Peter? Everybody knows Spider-Man, enemies coming at him, but this is honestly, this is a quintessential Parker story. This is what happens to Parker.
Yeah, pretty much.
Parker can't wake up with his alarm clock without something happening, and he's like, "Oh,
yeah,
serious." So this is cool, interesting. We're going to be getting again Tom Holland, Zendaya. I'm guessing is going to be coming back as well. Zendaya is she's becoming the focal point for me for these movies. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, because
she's becoming a focal point.
Yeah, her MJ is inspired. Yeah. It's not your typical kind of,
this ain't Kirsten Dunst
play on it. It's not at all, and I think that's one of the best things that they decided to do with this Spider-Man series, is to kind of reimagine her role in it. Yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good watching her flesh it out in these past two movies. Yeah.
And seeing her evolve as an actor all overall, and seeing how she brings that here, and then as she evolves as the character evolves. Yeah, I'm excited about this. No Way Home. Don't know what the story is going to be, but again, No Way Home. This is where do we go when everyone knows who you are? Everyone knows your secret identity.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's still in the jail. Like, so now they know. Now they.
Yeah.
So now they know. All right, great. Beetlejuice. Okay, all right, great. I'm so want Michael Keaton to come back. I loved his Adrian Toomes. I'm a Michael Keaton fan.
Yeah.
The dude is just he's probably like my favorite Batman. I'll be honest with you. Probably my favorite Batman. Because he was so out of the box for Batman. Batman, really?
I'll agree with that.
That's the Burton. I really don't give a shit about Burton anymore because of his stupid ass comments. But yeah, that was when I was like, okay, cool. I think after that might be Affleck. I'm gonna be real with you. I like Affleck. He did a good job as Batman. But the best Bruce might be Angry Boy. That was his name.
Bale.
Yeah, Bale. Bale did the best Wayne.
Yeah.
Affleck did the best Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, his Wayne is actually pretty good when you watch Snyder Cut. It's actually pretty good. His Daredevil was exemplary. Whatever. I'm excited to see this and to hear a little bit about the story, because I want to see what happens with this, because that's but again, that's a quintessential Parker story. You finally got the girl. You're swinging through, New York. You're back in New York City. You finally got the girl. She knows and she's happy. She's loving it. You're swinging. You're having so much fun. And that scene is so crazy too, when they're swinging through and you see her face, well, you can't see it because of the mask. And then you hear Parker Spider-Man, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yes.
It's like, you shouldn't be happy. You want to be happy for Parker, but something about to happen. And that's what happens. And then you see J.K. Simmons in all of his glory
Yes.
being J. Jonah in this MCU universe. Let's be honest, there was only one person that you could have gotten to really be J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There's
I
no
agree.
who yells like
I
that in real life.
completely agree.
Does that?
Yeah.
He just. It's like they knew what he was going to look like. It was like they went to the future and said, "This is what he's going to look like." In the movies, they were like, "Okay, bet." They drew him, and then J.K. was born. And I was like, "This dude got to be J. Jonah. There's nobody else."
Yeah.
But he's a ball Joe Jama, so J. Jonah. So I love that kind of meta thing. Yeah, just give me more J.K.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I've been loving him in Invincible, obviously, because the dude just has talent.
My God,
when he, it just and his Whiplash, he can do
Whiplash.
comedy. How do you do comedy as a murdering white supremacist Nazi in a prison show? Every time he says his name, they're like, he has to correct him every time. He's so pissed about it. Schillinger, they go Schlinger, Schillinger. It's like, God damn it. It's just he's definitely versatile in all the stuff he does.
Yeah,
just dig him. So yes, Spider-Man No Way Home will be coming home December 17th.
There you go, brother.
December 17th of 2021. I'm going to keep saying the years because some of these you will know this will be a year or 2 years in advance.
Yes.
Because they have their timeline pretty much down. I mean, dates subject to changes depending on life, but so far right now, this is where we seem to be going, and it's pretty cool. All right, so the next one that we got coming up, this one is the one that I've been immensely excited about. So happy to see this one. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Don't know why I pronounced it like that. Honestly, don't know. Whatever. Y'all knew what y'all was getting into when y'all decided to tune into us. Yeah. All right, so last time we saw Doctor Strange, he was opening up a whole bunch of portals. Is this everyone? What, this is enough?
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you open a portal? Why don't you, Mr. Tuna Melt? Why don't you get a portal, Mr. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go back to Sanctum while you all get washed by Thanos. Why don't you open up a portal? But I'm not mad at Wong. I'm not mad at Wong. He had to go get that Tuna Melt. So we saw him last time. It was after Thanos had been defeated, and we had to put the stones back where they belonged in time. But this one's going to be a big one because multiverse. We have a multiverse now because of the stones, because of the timeline. Is like I said, a knot.
Yes.
And we're also going to be getting Wanda Maximoff in this film, correct?
Yes, as far as I know, yes.
And last time we saw Wanda, she was in a cabin doing magical things, and then she hears one of her sons, or both her sons. I can't remember if it was one or both. Her sons. And then
Yep.
So what can we expect from this movie, especially with Sam Raimi as director?
A whole lot. Trust me.
If they work in an Evil Dead scene in this, I'm not mad.
I would guarantee you there's probably going to be a Bruce Campbell cameo somewhere in this movie. I guarantee it.
Why the hell wouldn't there? I don't understand why we don't have Bruce Campbell on here. I mean, well, money wise, but I don't like. It's just this. I think is going to be. This could be like a bit of a horror movie too.
Yeah.
Which again, Evil Dead, Sam Raimi. If you know Sam Raimi is the MacGyver of he had that what kind of budget, and he made Evil Dead, which was just the camera when the way the camera. I still can't get that idea out of it. The camera just spanning and like, love it. We're going to be getting multiverse mutants, which is what everybody kept thinking about when they said multiverse.
I think we might get a full reveal of how powerful Wanda really, really is.
I don't think we'll get that until an X-Men movie. I'm going to be honest with you.
Really?
But we're going to see her. Yeah, but we're going to see her powers grow. I mean, we saw how powerful she was, but she was just doing it subconsciously, like to really if she puts her will, like actual, like this is
Mhm.
what I want to do behind something
Mhm.
and just let loose, it's
Mhm.
great. But I think, yeah, we're not going to really see her big
Mhm.
until X-Men. But in this movie, she's going to let loose.
Yeah.
Um, are we going to be getting Agatha Harkness in this? Why am I thinking some reason that we are?
I don't know. I would. You
I
know
wouldn't be
what?
mad at it. I
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't be mad at it either. I almost feel like because Marvel in their way does things that you kind of don't expect, right? Like you just put Catherine Hahn in a show about WandaVision, and Catherine Hahn is a huge talent, like a huge talent.
Yeah.
So the fact that they kind of play coy with her character for almost what 5 episodes or so, five
Hmm.
6 episodes or so, says to me that they definitely have, I would imagine, a ton of plans for her down the road.
Well, yeah, she's not someone that you use as a one
Y-
and done.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
people were saying it before. Oh, she's got to be Agatha Harkness. She's going to be Agatha Harkness,
Hmm.
and she was. Congratulations, but y'all weren't right about Mephisto. So shut up.
You're right. So I would
Yeah.
not, I would not put it past them to have her make an appearance in this Multiverse of Madness movie at all.
Yeah, because if it's her and Steven kind of working together to teach her how to
Hmm.
use her chaos magic,
Hmm.
that's awesome because she was her teacher at one point, like
Hmm.
kind of a frenemy kind of thing too,
Hmm.
which is great. And then and imagine, oh my God, the banter between Agatha Harkness
Hmm.
and Stephen Strange.
Absolutely.
The banter between it, and not less listen, the banter between Catherine Hahn and Benedict Cumberbatch. Let's say
Hmm.
they're actually, because the two of them are going to be the ones really infusing this
Yeah.
banter. I think
Yeah.
would be, imagine ad libs on that.
Yeah. Amazing.
And Sam Raimi saying, "Okay, I know we've got Disney and they're very strict, but I want you guys to just go at it for like 10 minutes and let's see
Hmm.
what happens. All right,
Hmm.
magic, and just stand back." I'm excited. I want this to be that horror aspect too.
Hmm.
I want that. Um, I'm also hoping that they introduce um, uh, uh, Doctor Voodoo.
Yes.
I'm sure he'll start out as Brother Voodoo,
Hmm.
because we've already gotten his brother, who was killed at the New York Sanctorum.
Hmm.
So we already have that in there. If we get Brother or Doctor Voodoo, bet I'm so good,
Yeah.
so good with that. Uh, yeah, I want this one because the multiverse aspect, Sam Raimi, the horror I can see, and he does comedy and horror well. Again,
Yes.
Evil Dead,
Yes.
uh, Drag Me to Hell too. I want to say right,
Yep. Drag me to
which
hell.
I really enjoyed that. Also, that's a guilty
Hmm.
ass pleasure for me. Oh
Hmm.
my God, that button! You should have learned your lesson, lady.
Hmm.
So he can blend those two very well,
Yep.
and then give him a budget.
Yep.
Give him a budget and characters that are established that we love and that have all these stories. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Chiwetel back as a Mordo in this movie?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm
Hmm.
sure there will be something because we
Hmm.
haven't heard from him since Doctor Strange.
Hmm.
But I know he's out there killing folks. I'm sure
Hmm.
he's out there killing other, sorcerers,
Hmm.
which as we know is just a wizard without a hat.
Yeah.
Um, and thank you, Sam, for that explanation. Makes total sense. So I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, this is because Doctor Strange was one of those. I saw it, and I was like, okay. Then I saw it again. I was like, damn, this is really good. I kept watching it, and it gets better every time I watch it
Hmm.
because it's so different and removed from all the other movies.
Hmm.
So this having that aspect and also possibly being horror and the dark comedy involved, Sam
Hmm.
Raimi is like the perfect choice for it,
Yeah.
honestly.
Absolutely.
So this Doctor Strange in the I keep wanting to say in the mouth of madness because that's automatically
Hmm.
where my head goes.
Hmm.
If you know, you know. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will be dropping March 25th of 2022. See, that's why I
Yes.
kept saying years, because now we're going to be jumping ahead in time, not really, but just in this timeline for MCU.
Yes.
Oh God, I really am excited about that damn movie. Fuck, man. Another one I'm excited about because of Taika Waititi. Hope I said his name pronounced right.
Taika.
Waika. God damn it.
Taika.
FICA?
Taika.
My FICA score? I don't know, man. It's all right, you know. We're getting Thor Love and Thunder. This is going to be coming up on May 6th. Where do we go out with this with the Thor story? I mean, last time we saw Thor Odin's son. Let's use that name to kind of differentiate. Because it might get a little weird again, because we just discussed multiverses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as we all know, Mjolnir is gone. It's taken back to a proper timeline.
Yes.
By Steve. So this Thor is going to focus more on Jane Foster. So yes, Natalie Portman is back in the MCU playing Jane Foster as Thor. As in the comics, Jane Foster was Thor for a while. She was because whoever is worthy. And we've had other people be worthy. We've had obviously the most notable one that you can think about is we've had Captain America. Vision was able to pick up the hammer. Beta Ray Bill, who had a really great nod in Thor Ragnarok. And we're also going to be getting the return of Valkyrie.
Yes.
Who is now the leader of the Asgardians. Yeah, between this and Doctor Strange, I want to say the directors are making me more excited than the actors, which is weird. I'm not excited about the actors, but knowing what those directors do, and then giving this material, and he's already made his name with Ragnarok.
Yes.
Some people have issue with it. I understand that but again, it's a departure. Makes it fun. I could imagine reading that as a comic and it just being kind of goofy and silly, but still having that story. And yeah.
Taika.
I do it.
That dude's gifted. Like, I don't think people really understand how gifted that dude is, as far as
he doesn't know. He doesn't realize it.
The things that come out of his head as creations are just amazing. Really, like things that you didn't even think you really wanted or needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what's the name of the series?
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes. I didn't see the movie. I need to see the movie, but the series, because again, it takes from his work, is, oh my God. If you him plus Matt Berry, I'm in. Matt Berry is, I hope to be like a mix of Matt Berry and Ryan oh my God, pretty boy, not Gosling, Canadian Ryan. Yes. They just have these ways of being that are just so cool, and I just don't care. So his mind is just
And I mean, I'm sure people have seen, The Mandalorian, which he is also involved in.
The Jojo Rabbit. Which I did not see that, but it's him. So I know it's going to be there.
You should, because when you I'll put it to you this way. When you think of the premise, just on the premise of Jojo Rabbit, you're like, literally, it will bend your mind thinking about just the premise of it, right? You're like, what is going on in this movie?
You shouldn't want to see it. You shouldn't want to see. And the fact that he, a man of color, is playing Adolf Hitler in a comedy.
Yes.
But as an imaginary friend
Yes.
which is ironic that the boy would imagine Hitler, even though he's as a
Yes.
man of color. Like
Mhm.
there's so many, but you go, well, who directed it? Oh, all right, yeah,
Taika. Okay, Taika. Yeah. Okay, I'll see it.
oh, yeah, all right, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll see it.
Yeah, and but because it's him, it makes sense. Which
Exactly.
doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
It's he's
Yeah.
this dude is just so
Yeah.
he be wilding.
Yeah.
He be Michael and I had a conversation earlier about the word wilding,
Yeah.
and that's what comes up.
And that's why people were basically offering his name when you know Disney was kind of in a pickle when they had initially fired James Gunn years
Yes,
ago.
yes.
They were saying, "Oh, well, Taika would be perfect to take on Guardians of the Galaxy." You know
Oh,
what I mean?
oh my God! Could
It
you
would be
imagine?
really interesting to see what his Guardians of the Galaxy would be like.
Because it's meant to be wacky and out there and such
Yeah.
like that. So imagine him
Yes.
doing. Oh my God! Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
him and Dave Batista. Just
Yeah.
give it Batista is so underrated because he was a
Yeah.
professional wrestler and
Yeah.
such like that. But you have to be an actor as a professional wrestler. You have to be able to ad lib and
Yeah.
stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, years ago before they only make them do scripted stuff now as far as WWE. But I
He,
mean, give him whatever.
he should just do a Drax movie with Taika directing it as just a one off. Doesn't
Yeah,
even have to be a series of movies. It could just be one.
but just him standing there the whole time, like,
Exactly.
so wait, you can see me,
Exactly.
but I'm moving
Exactly.
very slowly. That's
Exactly.
why is that scene like the most memorable, like one of his most memorable scenes? Because it's so
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yes. Yes.
If I move very slow, you can't do it. We're looking right at you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, just oh my God. I can already see the amount of laughter.
Mhm.
And if you and him and Hiddleston.
Yes. Hmm.
Hiddleston is just I mean, and this isn't me diminishing the other cast because but just knowing how wacky these other actors can be along with Tyke.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be like more of like a love story,
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
say, where
Yeah.
they're looking for excuse me, what is a partner for Valkyrie is the
Yes.
story, correct?
I believe so.
So
Yes.
this is going to be great because we're going to get I believe they're going to go with her being, I want to say Valkyrie's bi. I want
Yeah.
to say she's bisexual. So we're going to be getting that element of it as well. That's one of the great things about Eternals as well, is that we're going to be getting our first openly gay couple in the Eternals. So we haven't had that. It's taken too goddamn long, honestly. They could have even done something with Captain America and the Winter Soldier, but I'll let that go. But this is progression. We need this progression because there are a lot of characters that you can look at and go, that character is gay, that character is bi, that character is queer. There are a lot that you can say. It's been what's the term that I learned the other day from Black Gay Comic Geek, queer baiting. A lot of queer baiting, or was it gay? Was it queer baiting? I believe it was queer baiting. Yes. Learning something new every day, folks. Trying to be an evolved individual. But yeah, I'm excited to see this kind of rom-com in a superhero.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just being able to take this and put it into different genres is just, and having directors that you can trust and say, okay, this is what the story's going to be. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Yeah. So Thor Love and Thunder is going to be May 6th, 2022.
Yes.
Now this next one hurt a little bit. Not even going to lie to you folks. When they first started doing this is real. And they showed Chadwick and I said, shit. All right. Damn. All right. Then they showed him saying Wakanda Forever. Well, that's the title of the next Black Panther, which is going to be Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. I don't know what to even say to this. This is going to be This is something that I've talked about as well before. I believe what they're going to do with the story is that this is going to be the story of Wakanda during the 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Look, folks, you see the shirt, you see the bracelet. Even I
Yeah.
constantly wear this bracelet.
Yep.
Amalgam Comics. Thank you very much. I'm still on the fence. Someone actually, you know what? I actually want to say, this movie's going to hit a lot of people hard, obviously,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because of the subject matter and because of the love of the characters. But there was trying to think of who it was. I'm actually looking up the name now because I want to make sure that I get it correct. Yes, Black Gay Comic Geek. Yes, Michael Lamar Simone. Who is awesome. Check out his videos. The dude is blowing up in such a great way. He had an idea for casting. He said, well, you know how Spartacus, the original actor, passed? Then they had a prequel. Then they came back with another series, and then it was starring a new actor.
Mm-hmm.
His idea for this was we have this movie, and then the later down the line we have the next Black Panther movie. We have Shuri as Queen. And in the place of Black Panther, we have Okoye.
Oh, okay. Okay, is the new Panther?
That was his idea.
That's actually not a bad idea.
It's damn good idea, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so, and she can do it by through so like the rite of combat
Mm-hmm.
and such like that. But I was like, the only thing about that is that I don't want Angela to go away because I love me some Angela Bassett.
Okay.
I'm just saying, but she can still be in the movie just as more like an advisor, or such like that, possibly even too.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea was so great. Even if they don't, it would just be so great. But I believe this is going to be during the 5 years. I was saying this for the series that they have, they need to do something with the Dora Milaje.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the range, show what Wakanda was doing during those 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's Wakanda Forever, which is the name of a title that they had, which was 3 issues, and it was a Dora Milaje going after Malice. And it was, the first issue was them and Spider-Man. The second issue was the Dora Milaje and the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
And the third issue was the Dora Milaje and the Avengers.
Okay.
Or they could do the World of Wakanda series, which is everything happening in Wakanda around what's going on. You can show World of Wakanda what was happening again during the 5 years. But I love the idea of Okoye as Black Panther and Shuri as the Queen. I love that. Oh my God. And this is set to release on July 8th, again, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I feel like there needs to be a silence during this. I feel like there's no other way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because they've been very tight-lipped about this.
Which I think is smart on a couple of different levels.
Yeah, I mean, they really aren't talking about what the story is going to be about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been kind of like the only thing you universally will get out of Marvel, Disney, and to a certain extent, Coogler is we want to honor Chadwick. That's it. Like, that's been the mantra. There's been nothing else kind of said beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me wonder, what are they cooking up behind the scenes on this movie? Because there has to be something. It has to be something, or else you wouldn't be this quiet.
Yeah. Well,
you know
I
what
think, I mean, it's going to be something, but I think it's also because there's no right way to say it. I'm going to be honest with you. There's no right way to recast. And how do you move on with Wakanda without Chadwick?
Absolutely. But
and I'm not saying that to be funny, but how do you do with such a tragic passing and knowing his legacy?
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely. But I think that in some ways though, they kind of have been upfront about that though. They've been like,
Yeah.
we're not going to recast. There is no one who's going to take this man's place.
And the amount of hate they would get,
As this
unfortunately, is
guy,
ridiculous.
right? So where you and I and countless other people that we know, friends of ours, have theorized that the only way you could kind of go here is to let Shuri take up the mantle.
Mm-hmm.
What if that's not what they're planning at all?
Yeah.
What if they were planning it more like you just said?
Mm-hmm.
That it winds up being Okoye, or it winds up being one of the Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
Milaje. You know what I mean?
Can you think of Denai as Black Panther?
Yeah.
Like that.
I could see her, or I could also see the dark horse there would be Florence Kasumba.
Oh, either way, I'm good.
That would be the dark horse to me.
I ain't mad. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll come on set every day and rub Sulfur 8 on her scalp. Whatever it takes to get this movie made.
Yeah.
Bet, because she stole scenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dora Milaje would walk on a movie and steal scenes anyway. And she's been stealing scenes since Civil War? Or was it Winter Soldier? No. Civil War. Civil War. Yeah. Where she got in front and he just stood there and was like, as much as I'd like to see this, we have to go. Yeah, but she'll whoop your ass later.
And then that would absolutely, in one of the most grandiose ways possible, it would put Florence Kasumba on the same level as Gal Gadot. Because she's also in the Wonder Woman universe. Yes.
Yeah, she's also on Amazon.
That's crazy to me if that's how they go. If they were to go that way, it would be insane.
Is it funny that in the MCU and the DCEU, their two most popular groups are fierce female warriors in armor? It's not lost on me.
Mm-hmm.
So that should really let you know. Let's get some more women superheroes up on the screen. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, brother. I'd be happy either way.
I would, and
deny or Florence.
And again, I want to give total credit for that to Black gay comic geek Michael Lamar Simone. I hope I'm saying his name properly. Dude is so funny and talented and knows his lore backwards, forwards, front to back.
Now that right there, brother, is completely thinking out of the box.
Completely. He said that, and I actually had to message him back, and I was like, I'm so here for that. I don't know what is going on with Letitia Wright though, because of the comment she made.
As far as I know, she's coming back, and there hasn't been any real, backlash from Disney's point of view or punishment involved with her, as far as I know. You know what I mean? Not like it was with what's her name. Not like it was with this idiot.
Her.
Yeah.
I don't.
I almost would have to believe. I would almost have to believe that someone pulled Letitia Wright to the side and was like, "Look, don't mess this up." You know what I mean?
Real. Yeah, I mean, because she shut all her social media down. She deleted all her accounts.
Yeah.
So we'll begin. This is going to be July 8th, 2022. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I will be in that theater. So I will have, I don't know what Black Panther t-shirt I will be wearing. Hopefully we'll have some Dora Milaje t-shirts by then, and I'll wear one of those.
Yeah.
I'm saying, you got to know, look, if you need help with t-shirts, I know a guy.
Yeah.
And it's this guy right here.
He knows many guys.
I actually know 5 guys. Wonderful food.
Nice, brother.
Yeah, but that would so this is gonna come out then.
Yeah.
I actually love the graphic for it.
Yeah.
It just
And I
it
love
just
I
hits.
love the title. The title
Yeah. It's
also
not
honors
yeah.
him definitely honors.
There's no wasted motion
Yeah.
with it. And because they're campy. They're honestly campy.
Yeah.
They're honestly campy.
Yeah.
So the next one that we have coming up, I'm multitasking here, folks. I'm doing all kinds of stuff around here. I'm a man of like 5 talents. Trust me. So the next one that we're going to be getting, and this graphic might be my favorite of all because of the 2 nods that are in there, and I love that. And I love kind of a team up, little prelude to A-Force, possibly. Actually, you know what? Give me this as a comic too. The Marvels. This is going to be coming out November 11th, 2022. So as you can see from the graphic that I'm about to pull up on my diagram here. All right, so let's look at, now I'm not going to be one of those guys that study this and look at, so you can obviously see 2 logos there, 2 things that stand out for you. Actually 3, honestly, if you want to look at it. We have the symbol in the A is for Monica Rambeau. That's her symbol when she is Spectrum. The S that we have on the end is for Ms. Marvel. That is her logo. But that starburst in the center there, that could be the starburst that's actually in the center of Captain Marvel's suit.
Okay.
Either way, give it to me, bring it. I'm here for it. Again, noticing a theme with these movies, some of them female leads.
Yes.
Strong female leads.
Yes.
Strong female co-leads. This can only be look, Ms. Marvel, first off. Kamala Khan, yes. I saw the picture.
The suit?
Of the suit.
Comic accurate.
Not even that, which it is, but it looks like something you would actually wear. It's not all rubbered and everything. You know how something like
really good.
Suits have gotten so much better.
Yes.
In the years, we don't have all the armor and rubber and stuff like that. What have you? Love it. It's oh my god, it's so good. I'm waiting to see Monica Rambeau's costume, suit, whatever she's going to be having on. I love Captain Marvel's, obviously. I mean, it just and the short hair just brings it even further. Like the haircut after the 5 years, comic accurate and brilliant. Don't know the story of this movie. But I already pre-ordered my tickets on Fandango.
Yes, he ordered them a year and some change out.
With prep time, anything is possible.
Yes, he got the
except Batman beating Omni-Man.
Yes,
let's stop that.
Exactly. He got he has the executive button on his AMC app.
Yes. This is so they get the 3 characters that are linked to Marvel in Monica Rambeau, Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel, and obviously Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel is great. So what do we do? And this wait, you're gonna have a superhero movie with 3 female leads?
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Wow.
First of all, I love the title.
I can already hear the tears falling.
Yes,
on the hot concrete.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Yeah, the title is really cool. Is really cool because it's what they are, the Marvels. You know, who I'm wondering if in a future at some point, Kamala takes Captain Marvel as her name. Maybe. And continues on fighting.
Maybe.
Either way, I'm here for this. I'm here for Kamala's Disney Plus series too. Oh god, I can't.
Yep.
I want
Very
that now.
excited to see that.
I'm so excited. But imagine this: these three incredibly powerful. I want to see the embiggening powers. I want to see Monica, her powers really emerging because she is one of the most powerful beings in Marvel. So underrated. And Captain Marvel has been said to be the most powerful in the MCU. I think is. I'm trying to think if she's stronger than Hulk, because there's a difference between most powerful and strongest. There's a difference. I'm trying to think if she is. She might be because she carried a damn ship through space. I'm be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, Hulk had the mountain up on his. I don't know.
Not only did she carry a ship through space, she basically flew through one with no problem.
Yes. 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 She really did. Like she was just like, and she was there in the nick of time. She took a headbutt.
Yes.
From Thanos, and Thanos' head is not a joke.
Yes,
that man got domed.
Yes, I mean, I want people to understand that she had absolutely no problem throwing hands with Thanos two times
while he had the gem.
Yes,
the whole gauntlet.
Yes,
he had to use the power gem separately in order to get a little bit, and she still was like, no.
Yeah.
She took the headbutt and didn't budge. She was just looking at him like,
okay,
really? Why would you?
Yeah.
Why? And just with ease. So if this is a little prelude, little teaser, little appetizer of a possible A-Force, I'm here for it.
Here for that too.
I'm so here for it. Now, speaking of A-Force, another character that could definitely be a part of A-Force because they were a part of that really great scene in an Endgame where all the women band together and they said, "No, we got it for here." And it was only like what, 30 seconds, something like that. And it was such a great scene. I heard a lot of people crying at that scene too because why they need to be female heroes with ovies, because they were awesome as hell in that movie. So just wait till they get their own movie.
Exactly.
You idiot. So we go to Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania. It feels like that needs to be an echo.
Yeah, that you needed to do, brother.
It feels like there needs to be like a flash, kind of thing going. Like for real. You know what I mean?
Soundtrack.
Brother, if I had the royalties, I will. You would get. Save the universe.
Yeah.
Right. So this is going to be dropping. Excuse me. February 17th, 2023.
Yes.
That's even further down the line. So this obviously Quantumania is actually obviously a reference to the quantum realm, which has been a avenue for time travel, possibly interdimensional as well. And this is like the family comedy, I want to say, of the Marvel universe, the MCU. I want to say this is like their family. Each movie feels like a gap almost, or like a spot. Like you have your espionage, you have your sci-fi, you have your rom-com, you have your cosmic. Like they do this. This will be like the family comedy, which I love. I love the fact that it has that type of quality to it, that they're able to mold it and do that. Don't know the story.
Other than we could quite possibly getting our first look at Jonathan Majors as
yes
the big bad villain possibly of Phase 4.
We was Kang's brother.
Yes,
we was Kang's.
Kang the Conqueror.
I want to say that we'll be getting
and we're also getting an older Cassie Lang in this film.
Yeah, I want to say we could be getting Kang earlier, possibly the Eternals as a cameo. So we have to be getting him somewhere. as a cameo or just something, like a little one-off of him possibly turning around or something like that. Like, well, you know what? No, don't do the turning around thing because you did that with Thanos. But something around that we have to, because at that point we want to be starting to tell the story of what is this huge arc.
Yeah.
Or they could be not doing a huge arc like we had with Infinity Gauntlet. The Infinity Saga, we could just be getting a different thing altogether, different arcs at one time, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly leading up to Kang, but something different arcs. They could totally change the storytelling that they do and reinvent.
Yep.
Wait, Kang. Ooh, Kang, Young Avengers. Because we've got some of the Young Avengers already, and Kang actually was part of the Young Avengers as Iron Lad.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Like I'm like trying to put things together in my head. I'm like, oh wait, they could go this route. So there's a bunch of routes that they can go with that. And again, that doesn't seem like it, but there are links to everything that's there. And as always, as their storytelling unfolds, we'll see, oh, this goes here, this goes there. And a key part is always the after ends credit. I mean, after scenes credit, excuse me. I mean, yeah, it's a fun thing to see, and you love to get it, but it always is a link somehow. It links, and then you can go look it up, or you already know, or you can go read the comics, and you feel, oh, this is what this person is, this person, what have you. There's different avenues,
right?
But this isn't for like a couple years.
Yeah.
So there's time. But I'm sure that the quantum realm will be playing some type of ridiculous role in this.
Yes. Or the prior abuses of the quantum realm.
Yes.
Will come back to haunt them.
Which is, yeah, definitely, because they definitely did. They messed up time. They caused too many timelines. And, we was Kangs. Ain't going to be having that. Yeah. So we'll see. So this is going to be the phase 4, pretty much. Movies I did not mention or add on here, I will take these award-winning graphics away. The budget got up to folks, like I said. We didn't, again, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, February 17th of 2023. So a little more intimate shot, folks. We're gonna get, we want to talk to you. So the movies that I didn't add were Blade,
yes,
Guardians of the Galaxy, and that beautiful Fantastic Four graphic. Logo. Yeah, logo. I did not add those. I also did not talk about the series. We're just talking about the movies today. We're not going to talk about the series. Series will be at another time. But I didn't add those because they weren't considered part of Phase 4, I want to say. So that's fine. But we'll have time. Believe me, when Blade comes up, you will see me in a Blade suit. You can call me Butter Knife. I don't care. I will be in the proper regalia for that one. But this is interesting as separately and as a whole. We'll see where the story goes, what story unfolds, how it unfolds.
Yeah.
But again, it's exciting. My caveat, like I said earlier, was that you didn't have to go to 2023. We were going to be there already. We really didn't need that. We didn't. Now you're just fucking showing off. We didn't need that. Seriously, like, they didn't have to go that far.
Yeah.
They could have just done up until what? Thor: Love and Thunder. And tell us about that. Honestly, the Marvels was a very cool one. That one hit me a lot too. But they could have just done that. Again, life could change. Things could go down a darker path. Unfortunately, hopefully they will not. Things are looking good. Numbers are looking better. Restrictions are being lifted. We're starting to add herd immunity. I hear that's not going to be a thing for a while, unfortunately, because some people are not going back to get their second shot. I definitely will, and I will be out of commission for a couple of days after that.
As I
Sure
will
of it.
too. As I will too.
But still inspired. I'm excited. Not just for the t-shirts that I'll be buying, because obviously I will be getting t-shirts.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that damn Monica Rambeau t-shirt. Shang-Chi, obviously. New Black Panther, obviously. Doctor Strange. I might even go with the Doctor Strange fit. Eternals, possibly. Get my man Kumal on my chest. Like that. Get my man. I want to wear a shirt as tight as his.
Yeah.
Those huge forearms. But this is exciting.
Yeah.
I just don't want. I like that we not the circumstance that brought it about, but I like the fact that we had a breather. We had time. Because I don't like being. I like the content, but I don't like too much of it and being choked by it. Even Liza brought this up when she was on the show, like too much. And I don't want them to do too much. I want them to do just enough. Don't overfeed us, but keep us wanting more.
Yeah.
In a good way, not in a ravenous geekdom way. But again, it's still early. Things are unfolding. I want to see where everything goes. Give me 3 that are the ones that you're like, oh, I gotta be sitting in the seat in front of that IMAX to see, or 3D.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I said 3, brother. It ain't like I said 1. I said 3. 3, brother. 3. Run it. Run the ducats.
I mean, I would want Black Widow to be one of them, but I'm almost willing to sacrifice that for something down the road. Okay, my first selection is going to be Eternals, because I just think that the only way that movie, if I'm right about the way it looks just from those little scenes that we've seen, the only way that's really going to play well is in a theater. You know what I mean? On that kind of screen, to kind of see the scope of what she's trying to do with it. I think that's the only way it's the only way you're really going to get all that movie's intended to do for you. Right. Is to see it on a big screen. That's one. The Marvels for sure. Because I mean, I'm already kind of pontificating what I think that movie is going to be like in my head. And that movie could be huge.
It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, that movie could be huge.
There's going to be a lot of, and it'll be after the series.
Yes.
So she's already going to be established. That's going to be the first time that something goes in reverse, where you're establishing the series and then you go to the movies. That's exciting to me as well. I love that.
Yeah. And my last selection is basically a tie. It's a tie between Black Panther Wakanda Forever, because who doesn't want to see more of Wakanda on a big screen? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, who doesn't want to see more of that, more of the lore, more of that, that setting on an optimal screen, as big a screen as possible. And I'm probably going to go with the other part of that tie would be Multiverse of Madness. Because if it's a horror movie like we hope that it is, and has some kind of horror element to it,
definitely hoping.
I think a lot of Sam Raimi's visuals demand to be seen on a screen.
Again, giving this guy a budget and just saying, just run it.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. I'm like, run it.
Yeah, and that's not to say that the other movies that we talked about here shouldn't be seen on the big screen. They should be. I mean, they all should be. But
No,
I'm
that's
talking
just
about,
your.
yeah, we're talking about movies that optimally almost sort of demand you sit down in a theater with optimal sound and optimal image quality. Those are the movies that stand out to me.
Run it.
What about you, brother?
All right, look, Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther is a given, so I'm not even going to say that because y'all already. I mean, look at the goddamn t-shirt, folks. Just
Yeah.
Shang-Chi. I want to say the Marvels and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That was an easy pick for me.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi because it's an underrated character that nobody really knows about unless you know. I want to see. I want to see people come in there showing out too. They gonna show up just like how Black Panther, because black folks show out.
Yes, I know black folks showed out, brother. I know they do.
And y'all know black people gonna come up in there like Bruce Leroy with no sense, no sense at all. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, that horror aspect, and Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
And the Marvels, 3 female leads. 3 female superheroes. 1 a black woman, and one is a black woman, and the other is a teenage Muslim girl. Yeah, run it. Not that I don't want to see the other movies, I do, but those 3 hit me. Again, obviously, Black Panther was a given, so that's why I didn't even put it in there, because y'all, obviously, and I'm gonna cry the whole goddamn movie. I'm a grown ass man, and I'm gonna cry through the whole movie. I'm doing my life. He Bombay. Bombay. He Bombay.
Exactly.
Yes. So that's those are my picks. I want to see the series as well. This whole thing makes me want to go and play Marvel's Avengers on my PlayStation 4, which I enjoy that game. I do. I just wish that they would. I think they are adding Wakanda in there. Should have Black Panther in there already. God damn it. So I want to see that, but yeah, it is awesome. So, folks, those are the movies that are going to be coming up. Tentatively, obviously, again, dates are subject to change depending on how life goes. Life is a little aggy right now, you know. We'll keep updated, obviously. But yeah, fun, it's exciting. And as always, if you enjoy this or you want to know more about the titles of these movies, go to your local comic book shop and say, hey, I heard about these movies. What do you recommend that I read? They will be more than happy to let you know what to read and go in there. If you want a little bit of source material or you can't wait to watch these movies, go and check the comics out. Comic book shops are all over the place. You could just go Google on your phone or ask Siri, just Alexa, whoever is on your phone, whatever Skynet put in your phone, whatever they put in. Let's just be honest. And just check it out, what have you. If you don't have a comic book store near you, they can mail it to you, or you can go. Don't go to Barnes & Noble. Not that they're not great, but they're not going to be able to really tell you, unless they do have a geek there. They might. I don't know. What have you. But go to your local comic book shop. Let them know. And if you go there and you're looking, tell them that the Fandom Initiative sent you. Tell them that the Fandom Initiative sent you.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. But seriously, support your local comic book shop, support your local businesses. Go to get the comics and go get some food somewhere. Go home and get Disney Plus and catch up on the Infinity Saga.
Yes,
and check that stuff out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So on that note, brother, you have any parting words for the people, for the congregation? Brother William. So
yes.
Deacon
pass
William,
the plate. Pass the plate.
Brother Deacon. Deacon Williams. The spirit has moved through the spirit of the ancestors, brother. The heart-shaped herb has flown through my brain, brother.
Yes, exactly.
Sweating.
Yes, as I say every week, please be good to each other. Continue to be good to each other. Get your shots. I'm gonna get my second one on Friday.
Oh, yes, it's on Friday. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah.
Myself, as always. Weather's getting nice. Put lotion on your knees, fellas. I'm gonna be
Yes.
knees
Yes.
and elbows and knees
and ankles.
If you decide to wear sandals or flip flops, please just dip your foot in the whole vat of Vaseline. Just do us all a favor. Just wash your ass too. Just wash your ass. Don't come out the house smelling like all 11 herbs and spices. Please don't. That's not necessary. It's not. Nobody asked for that. Nobody. Aside from hygiene, as always, do the best you can with what you got, because it's all that you get. Don't be a dick and don't be a cunt. That's pretty much all I've got. Yeah. So that is us. We will not have a show next week.
Yes.
We will be taking a hiatus.
Yes.
Michael and I have decided to go to an island. Smoke cohibas.
Yes.
And
talk to people like Jacob and
yes.
The smoke monster.
Yes.
We'll be flying oceanic.
Yes. Lady Mina will be there with an odd job hat on for some reason. I don't know why. She will be decapitating on a regular.
Yeah.
She will be taking your souls.
Yes.
And she will be snatching edges.
Yes. She'll be throwing her hat at this guy right here.
Why do I do this to Mina every week? There's no need for, and I know I'm gonna catch her ass when I see her. Why am I just adding up this debt of ass whoopings? Why?
All the smoke, brother. All the smoke.
Like, this shirt ain't tight enough. I mean, like, why? Why the shirt mad tight? I don't know. Is it because it's white? It looks tighter. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, y'all have a very good day. Enjoy the rest of it. Just eat something tasty, and as always, as the video goes off, I will awkwardly dance, waiting for it to actually end the broadcast. Enjoy yourselves, folks. Peace.
Yes.
It sucks for the ones who are listening to the audio because they can't get any of this action.
Yeah.
Go on watching YouTube, folks.
They don't get the scope, brother.
No.